Hey there, folks, it's me, your old pal, Officer Hank Schlitz, the game cop, coming to you over the internet to give you the truth about what is going on in the world of entertainment, and television, and movies, and music and games. And what are we talking about today? Well, we're talking about something that come out pretty recently. It's on the Netflix platform, and it's called Bojack Horseman. You may have heard of it. I hope you have, because I'm not going to explain what the cartoon is or anything. I'm talking about a particular season, a particular episode, because I really like what's going on with Bojack Horseman, and I want to talk about it, and I want to let you know about it, and let you know that this is this particular episode, Season 5, Episode 6, New Churro. It's probably the greatest thing that's ever been made by human hands. And I just really like what Bojack Horseman is doing in the world of cartoons and comedy in general, and I really like the whole trend. So that's because that's what's going on, and you see it in other terrific shows like what is it, Trans Man, the one with Jeffrey Tambor, and in other the other ones too. I've seen them, I'm sure, and but it's just this trend in comedies where they're not about the jokes anymore, because that's crass and lowbrow. And I would prefer it if my comedy was about very very unpleasant personal issues that are going on with the characters. I don't want to see them laughing and interacting and getting in all sorts of silly scenarios and all sorts of fun jokes. I don't need that in my cartoons and in my sitcoms. What I want is to see these characters have very open discussions about their sexual confusions and their dissatisfactions with their families and their interpersonal relationships and things of that matter. That's what I consider to be a really rip-roaring cartoon time. And BoJack Horseman is, they've been doing that for a while, putting all this drama into the cartoon, and they feel obligated to have jokes in it here and there, and have all these silly, fun background things of clever puns with the signs and the stuff going on in the background that kind of plays off of the fact that this is a weird world that where all the animals are anthropomorphic. I like that. It's the show's better when it gets away from that, and it's just about what's going on with Diane, and is she ever going to find satisfaction in her professional career? Or is Todd ever going to figure out what the deal is with his sexuality? And, will he ever be able to find a love that he can call his own? Those are the things I really want to see in a cartoon. I don't care about jokes. Jokes get in the way of drama. And I much prefer this trend of comedies not being about being funny anymore, because that's never been the aim of exemplary artistic endeavor. And BoJack Horseman is aiming for something a little bit higher than your Simpsons or other silly joke shows. It doesn't. It's better than that stuff. And Episode 6, Season 5, New Churro really emphasizes that, because it just takes away all of the accoutrements of animation and comedy, and basically shows you, hey, you don't need this to tell a really great, compelling story, because the episode is basically just Bojack at his mother's funeral, standing at a podium and talking the entire episode. And I mean, yes, the entire 30 minutes of the episode, just sitting there and talking and yapping and yapping and yapping, and mostly just saying a bunch of stuff that we've already seen in other episodes. Like the fact that his family upbringing was painful, and his mother was a bitch, and his father was a piece of shit. And I really appreciated that we didn't get any new information in this episode, because I would have found that distracting. This way I could just sit there and watch Bojack talk and not tell any jokes and not say anything funny, and just reiterate over and over and over again that his life was terrible, because that's something that the show doesn't really let you in on very often. And I appreciate it when it reminds me, hey, just remember, Bojack's a messed up guy, and he's a little bit screwed up here, so cut him some slack. And isn't it painful for Bojack Horseman? He takes this ridiculous drunken asshole character, and he really imbues it with some pathos and some relatability. And I really love that about the show, that it's not about being funny, and it doesn't care about making you laugh, because that's beneath it. And this episode just really emphasizes that. One thing I really hate in animation, besides the humor, is all of the zip zopping around and the movement really hurts my eyes. And I like to watch cartoons because I appreciate certain aspects of them, but then all these dumb things get in the way, like the jokes and the movement. And by the time I'm done watching an episode of The Simpsons, my eyes are bleeding and my brain is pulsating. And thank God that didn't happen in this episode of Bojack Horseman. Usually they want to put some jokes in the background and have some humor there for all of you Philistines, but thankfully this episode was made for a smart guy like me, and they didn't feel the need to have any of that. It was basically just like a play where it all took place in one room and nothing moved around and no one actually did anything, or the plot didn't actually go anywhere. We're all just kind of talking about the circumstances at hand. And I would much prefer that, because it just really shows that the medium doesn't need to be sort of pushed and pulled in all of these directions. You can just do the bare minimum with it, and it's the greatest fucking piece of television that's ever been made. And that's my main point with this, is that I love what it's doing, and just do more of this, BoJack Horseman. More drama, less humor. I really just want to know, how these really great gripping dramas develop. Like, is Bojack ever gonna find himself? Is Diane ever gonna find herself? Is Todd ever gonna find herself? Is Princess Caroline ever gonna find herself? These are great plots that I can't get enough of, no matter how much circuitous they get. And I just really hope that, I'm going to watch the rest of the Bojack Horseman season, and I really hope that every episode from now on is just another character standing at the podium for half an hour talking about their feelings and all the dissatisfactions in their life, because that's what I really find to be great about a cartoon. And I think that Bojack Horseman is really developing the genre in interesting directions. And I just hope the other cartoons take note. I hope I never see movement in a cartoon again, and it's just talking about how, I just want to see Homer Simpson. I don't want to see him joking and laughing and falling and making a fool of himself. I want to see him standing at a podium at an AA meeting, talking very frankly about his debilitating disease and how it affects his life and how it stems from his horrible upbringing. That sounds like a really fun time for me when I'm watching a cartoon. All right, folks, I hope you enjoyed my review of the greatest TV show ever made, Bojack Horseman, and its greatest episode of the greatest TV show, Season 5, Episode 6, New Churro. Go out there and watch it. Patronize. You already own Netflix, so just go watch it. All right. Have fun, folks. Have fun watching all these fun, silly cartoons. I'm the Game Cop. Bye-bye, Game Cop.